Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a double plan with me, so I'll be planning for 2 weeks from March 22nd through April 4th. And I'm using a kit from Harriet Wright Designs called Hello Spring. And for the second week, I'll be using a kit from Nikki Plus Three called Bunny Trail. I had seen this double plan with me idea from Lauren at Planmoshplan. I'll have her channel linked down below. She has done this a few different times, and I think one of the most recent ones was a spring holiday double plan with me, where she did the week of St. Patrick's Day and the week of Easter, since both of those are the spring holidays. And as I was pulling stickers for both of these spreads, I usually try to pull stickers for a few different weeks just so I could feel like I'm getting a head start on pre-planning and filming. But I was pulling stickers for these 2 weeks, and I noticed that I was grabbing most of my Easter stickers for these 2 weeks. So I figured I could try and see how a double plan with me would go to see if it would save me any time, because I do really want to catch up. I've been really eager to talk about something that is more recent. Easter seems like it's so long ago, but I also still want to use these beautiful kits that I had picked out a long time ago, and it still is really fun for me to put these spreads together. I've really been looking forward to using these spring kits since last year, so I still am excited to do all of these. I just wish I had more time to dedicate to getting these videos finished. I think for me, editing takes me the longest, so I'm curious to see if this double plan with me will be beneficial in any way. I know uploading and writing one description and all of that will save me a bit of time, but we'll see how it goes. I am really just wanting to get Easter out of the way, I guess. It's been the big holiday that continues to make me feel like I'm really behind, so hopefully this will go well. For this Hello Spring spread, I pulled in date dots from Sadie Stickers. These were the only gold ones that I could find where I had all the numbers that I needed. And with this kit, I had purchased it last year. I also purchased an oops bag, and there were a few extra sheets of the same kit, so I was able to pull in more boxes. And actually for my weekend banner, I used some extra flags. I've mentioned this before, but I usually set up a bunch of different spreads all at once, and I try to include a kit where there are a bunch of flags already in the kit, so I have one less thing to think about when I'm doing the weekend banners. I really love creating them, but when I'm doing so many at once, I kind of like to have an easy one just to get things set up quickly, and normally Harriet Wright Designs is one that allows me to do that. Also, Hello Petite paper. I think this is one of the first ones that I used where it was kind of like a checklist flag, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I do like all the foil in it, so I was really happy with how the weekend banner turned out. As far as my bottom washi, I am using a lot of kits from last year. I don't know if many shops have been adjusting the length of the bottom washi, but this planner has changed slightly in the length of this bottom section. So I do usually cut out part of the edge from the sticker sheet to cover up that line. In my sidebar, I have a full box at the bottom. I did add on the extra skin tone so that I could switch that full box out. Above that, I have my habit trackers, blank weekly schedule where I track how much sleep I get, and the sleep score for my Fitbit app. Then I added a quarter box to mark that it was week 52 of quarantine. So it was officially been a year since quarantine started, at least for us in California, in our county. I know we were a bit delayed compared to other counties in California, but I guess this week is officially 1 year. Then I have the full box at the top, and at the very top I have a flag, and the March script is from the Glitter Mama. I will be pulling in similar stickers and shops in both spreads. I will have everything linked in the description box, but if you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will be happy to answer. But getting into the week, on Monday, it was Coffee Monday. And I used the sticker from Sticky Bow Babies. Then I added a checklist. I had a full box checklist, but I cut all of them in half. I lesson planned, printed worksheets, and meal planned for the week. Then I marked doing an egg name craft in preschool using this adorable egg sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. We had spring break the following week, so I knew I had to get all of our Easter crafts done this week. Underneath my full box, I marked some Happy Mail using a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies. I had received Happy Mail from Run with Craft Scissors, Nikki Plus Three, and Sarah Marie stickers. Then I marked editing using another sticker from Sticky Bow Babies, and the edit script is from Harriet Wright Designs. At the bottom of each day, I decided to mark our meals. On this night, we had stuffed shells. On Tuesday, it was laundry day. This sticker is from Harriet Wright Designs. Then I marked a workout using a script from Station Stickers. Then I used a half box with a very subtle bunny on it to mark a carrot craft that we did in preschool. I used this carrot sticker from Sweet Kawaii Design. Below that, I marked watching Frenemies. This was the week where there were 3 episodes, which was really exciting. But in current time, Frenemies is now over and going through a messy breakup right now. So this was kind of a bittersweet thing for me to mark. For dinner, my husband cooked some barbecue and I made corn and rice pilaf. But above that, I added my full box and I didn't really have anything else to mark, so I used this Flora half mandala type sticker from Planning Like a Pro to fill in some space. On Wednesday, I started with a full box, then I added a checklist, I tidied up, ran the Roomba. This icon is from Harriet Wright Designs. I had to go to the UPS store and USPS to make some returns, and it was trash day. Then I marked uploading my Coffee Monsters Co. Valentine's spread. The YouTube sticker is from Sticky Bow Babies, and the upload script is from Harriet Wright Designs. Below that, I marked a Target run using the script from Station Stickers. I'm pretty sure I picked up some last-minute Easter gifts. I had already purchased a majority of the gifts far in advance, but I needed to pick up a few more things to complete the gifts. Below that, I added a header and a quarter box, and I wrote that I organized the Easter gifts. The Easter egg is from Sweet Kawaii Design. Then I marked some Happy Mail that I had received from Sweet Kawaii Design using the script from Station Stickers. I also started editing my next video, which was my Valentine's spread. Again, I used a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies and the edit script from Harriet Wright Designs. For dinner this evening, we just had leftovers. Flipping over to Thursday, I rescheduled PJ's appointment again. I think the first time I called to reschedule because my husband wasn't going to be home, and then they ended up calling me a few more times after that because every time they rescheduled me, it ended up being on a day where his doctor wasn't going to be there. So this was another reschedule, which was a little frustrating because I had a lot of anxiety about it. But I think this time when they called, they ended up moving the appointment a lot earlier than it originally was. So although it did make me a bit more anxious that it was coming up quickly, I also knew that it was good to get it over with. But anyways, I also cleaned the bathroom and put away toys. Then I used a quarter box to mark an Easter egg art craft that we did in preschool using a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I basically just cut apart the plastic eggs and I let the boys use those to paint with, so they created little circles on the paper. Below that, I wrote that I picked up food at PT. Some of our favorite restaurants are closer to my husband's work, so we plan to order from this restaurant about once a month. And normally my husband would come home, drop it off, and then head to PT. But on this day he was running late, so I decided to meet him at PT and pick up the food from him. Below that, I used a sheep sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that I was really tired. I didn't sleep well the night before. Then I added the full box, and underneath that I used a half box, and I wrote that I visited with my sister and my mom. We had actually ordered some food for my sister to try, so I dropped that off and caught up with them for a little bit. But in that box, I also used a smaller version of that floral mandala shaped sticker from Planning Like a Pro. I had just turned it on the side. Then I marked watching Married at First Sight. And at the very bottom, I wrote that we had L&L for dinner. On Friday, I started with my full box. Then I wrote that I baked banana bread using the sticker from Sticky Bow Babies. Then I added a header, and with these Harriet Wright Design kits, I normally just buy the base kit, but I think for this one, I was really excited about it. This was pretty much the only kit where I purchased all of the add-ons for the kit, so I was really excited to have so many headers that I definitely try to use as many of them in a day that I could. But then I added a half box and a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I wrote that we did an Easter egg letter hunt and that the boys try Peeps for the first time. So for preschool, I took 26 of our Easter eggs and I filled them each with a letter. We have these foam letters that I've been using for a bunch of different crafts, but I filled each egg with a letter and I hid all the eggs in PJ's room. I gave PJ and Benny each a little basket and they tried to find all of them and put the letters in order. They had a really fun time with that, and actually PJ ended up taking that whole idea into nap time and he would do it on his own pretty much every day until Easter. But after they were finished, I also had them try Peeps and I don't think they were really fans of it. Although they said they liked it, they also couldn't finish them, so I think they wanted to like them because they were cute. But in preschool, we also did a carrot foot and handprint craft. I used another sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I had found so many cute Easter crafts on Pinterest that I was really trying to cram them all in this week since I didn't want to really do much during their spring break. In my checklist, I wrote that I worked with Benny. For a majority of the time in preschool, he usually goes off and plays by himself, and he only really joins us for like snack and story time or Play-Doh or something like that. But this day he was actually showing a lot of interest in writing, so I did a lot of work with him on just practicing drawing lines and numbers. So I was really excited to do some one-on-one work with Benny. I also cleaned the preschool area since I knew we would be not doing preschool for a week. And then I also did some editing using a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies and the edit script from Harriet Wright Designs. Then I marked couch time with this custom script from Station Stickers. And for dinner, my husband and Benny had Taco Bell and me and PJ had Carl's Jr. Moving on to the weekend. On Saturday, I had to change my Invisalign tray. The script is from Station Stickers. I also tidied up and ran the Roomba. Then I marked some family time. This is definitely our family time day where my husband is really able to spend time with us. This script is also from Station Stickers and I used another floral mandala from Planning Like a Pro. And the only other thing I had to mark this day was a YouTube binge, which is another script from Station Stickers. I ended this day with this beautiful full box, and for dinner we had rallies. On Sunday, I started with a full box, and this was the day of PJ's appointment. So I started this day off with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that I was feeling really anxious about it. This was the first appointment where PJ has been aware of what's going on and remembers the last appointment and has been so terrified of it. I was supposed to do this 4-year appointment in August, but I kept delaying it. Obviously, COVID was a big reason why I wanted to delay it, but also because he has been so terrified of it. And we do talk about it occasionally when he feels like talking about it. My niece had gone to her 6-year appointment. She had to get shots and she was talking to him about it and about how brave she was, and I think that made him feel a little better, but he still wanted to delay it as much as possible. And I think over several conversations I felt it could either go one of two ways and I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I didn't let him know which day we were going to do it because I didn't want him to stress about it. But he did understand that he had to go to the doctor before he started kindergarten. He thought this meant that he could wait until the day before. So he kept saying he wanted to go in August. His appointment was at 3:15, and that is around the time when we have nap time. So we did Benny nap time. And then once I let him know we were ready in the car, and he was kind of nervous about it, but not as bad as I was expecting, I guess. And then at the last second, my husband decided that he wanted to go. Thankfully, my sister-in-law was home to take care of Benny. But obviously with COVID, I didn't really think about it at the time, but they only allowed one parent. And in the moment, we had asked him, who do you want to go in with you? He picked my husband, and my husband said that he did really well. He had this game on his phone that he was really interested in, and he really focused his attention on that. Like, he knew what was going to happen. He was kind of nervous about it, but he focused on the game and stayed calm and didn't move, which honestly was such a relief for me. I was in the car just so nervous the entire time. We went to go get Baskin-Robbins to celebrate, and he wasn't really happy with how his legs were feeling afterward. So we did a lot of snuggling that evening. But the stickers I used this day were from Fox and Pip. The ice cream is from Fox and Cactus, and the Snuggle Time script is from Station Stickers. And for dinner this evening, we had spaghetti. But that is all for this first week. For the second week, I am using this kit from Nikki Plus Three called Bunny Trail. This one is in rose gold foil, and I think this might be the first time that I've used her new format. I purchased the header add-on because I love having lots of headers to choose from, and her new format no longer has the Today To Do headers, but there are so many great changes to her format, so I was really excited to use this. Originally, I was planning to use just a spring kit, and I was going to add little Easter elements here and there. When Nikki released this kit, I immediately changed that. Aside from these colors being my favorites and all of the florals that I always love from her kits, I also just loved the tiny foiled carrots that were sprinkled throughout. I think that's just what sold me on this kit. And I really loved the idea of having a rose gold foil in the week of Easter. Normally, I kind of think of yellows and gold. So I was just extra excited when I saw this kit. For my weekend banner, I pulled in a lot of Simply Gilded washi, and I also used the 4 flags that were included in the kit. I think I may have to speed through the setup of this week a bit more than the first week because I don't have as much to talk about. I kind of go through my same setup of doing the bottom washi with all of my Nikki Plus Three kits. I generally put the little strip of washi above the date covers. And with this new format, I added on the header add-on, which also includes the weekly cleaning full box. So I added that to my sidebar where I would normally mark our dinners for the week. I noticed that a lot of the sidebar elements were the 2 different shades of pink. So I did try to add a little bit of blue with the quarter box to mark the week of quarantine we're in and the flag at the top. But after I finished filming, I also added a blue bow to my sidebar right next to one of the habit trackers just to add a little more pop of blue there. Getting into the week. On Monday, it was my grandma's birthday, so I started with a half scallop from Harriet Wright Designs. I was going to use a happy birthday script, but then I wouldn't really have room for her name. But I had just purchased some garland swoops from Sadie Stickers. I also have some from The Giving Girl. This is my first time using them. I don't know if I love it yet, but I also know that I have some streamers and other little birthday things from Sadie Stickers coming in. So I try to leave it a little bit bare for now to see if I can fill it in a little more with what's coming in the mail. But below that, I marked Coffee Monday. The script is from Station Stickers. And then I marked filming with a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies and the film script from Harriet Wright Designs. This was actually the first half of PJ's plan with me for the week of Easter. Initially, I wanted to get it edited and uploaded right away, but I was also really trying to catch up in this planner, and whenever there's a holiday, normally my time is completely focused on family and getting ready for whatever holiday it is, but I've just been debating whether I should post his video and try to get it uploaded, or maybe just wait until next Easter. I'm even having a hard time posting this Easter spread so late. But in my checklist, I wrote that I had to check HelloFresh. We only order HelloFresh occasionally, so I have to make sure that all of the other ones are skipped until we're ready to purchase one. I also painted my nails, I lesson planned and meal planned, and actually I just wrote this because that's normally what I do on Mondays and I didn't have much else to write. But then I realized once I get to the end of this day that it was spring break, and that's why I didn't really have to lesson plan this week. I thought about whiting it out and adding the spring break sticker there, but I decided to just leave it because it was kind of funny. But then I also marked a workout. This script is from Nikki Plus Three. The last thing I marked for this day was a special surprise for the boys. I had bought them a construction set with kinetic sand, and I had been just waiting to give it to them, and I knew spring break would be the perfect time for that. Then I just closed out this day with my full box. On Tuesday, it was laundry day. This script is from Station Stickers. My husband had to buy a new pool shark, and I called my mom. Then I decided to add my spring break sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. It's a bigger sticker, so I didn't want to try to squeeze it into Monday. Then I used the same types of stickers to mark filming the second half of PJ's Plan with me. I decided to split it into 2 days because it was our spring break and I didn't want him to feel any pressure to finish the video. Normally when I have filmed his video, at least during this year, once he gets half of the spread done, he usually wants to take a break. And with my sister-in-law and niece living with us, Saturdays were really the only days where they would go out of town for the morning. So that was the time that I tried to do it because I never wanted to take him away from playing with his cousin. But this week we were on spring break and his cousin was actually still in school this week. So I really wanted to make sure, since we had plenty of time, that he was going at his pace and completing however much he wanted to. Below that, I added the full box, and underneath that, I used a family walk script from Station Stickers. The kit included 5 of these really pretty decorative boxes, and I was trying to find something that I did 5 times this week. We went on walks 4 times, so I decided to use that. As I had mentioned, we were on spring break. My niece was not, so I really tried to spend a lot of time outside because I didn't want to distract her while she was still in school. Plus, that is probably one of the boys' favorite parts of preschool, when we get to go outside and run around. But this time, since we had a lot more time, I decided to take the boys and Jackson on a longer walk throughout the neighborhood. We ended up meeting one of our neighbors. I used a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. for that, and at the bottom of the day, I used a sticker from Once More with Love to mark the boys playing with sand toys. This was the gift that I had given them the day before, and they were so in love with it, but I thought this little sandbox sticker was a cute way to mark that. On Wednesday, I started with the full box, but I had a lot of notes for this day, so I decided to add a day extender. I noticed that just after doing Monday and Tuesday that there was probably going to be a lot of stickers left over from this kit, so I really wanted to use as many as I could. That is always my goal with each spread. But inside the day extender, I started with the full box checklist. I tidied up. This script is from Nikki Plus Three. I ran the Roomba, recorded a voiceover, pre-planned, and I ordered a bike and helmets for the boys. With the weather getting nicer, I just really wanted to get something that the boys could use outside. Then I used a backpack sticker from Hello Petite Paper to mark packing a bag. I packed a bunch of snacks and bubbles and chalk, sanitizing wipes and waters. I was really trying to stay outside and not have to run inside for anything. But below that, I used a sticker from Once More with Love, and I wrote that Jackson, our dog, was horrible on our walk, and actually the same goes for Tuesday, but I didn't really want this type of sticker out in my spread, so I kind of like that it was in the day extender. When we lived in South Carolina, we took Jackson on walks daily. They even had a small dog park that we would go to really frequently, and so we were really on a routine. But then once we moved to California, and with the boys being older, it was just a lot harder for me to take Jackson and the boys by myself. But I think with him not interacting regularly with dogs and not consistently going on walks, he has just gotten pretty terrible at walking outside. And I think the first walk on Tuesday wasn't as bad, but Wednesday was way worse, so I decided not to walk with him with the boys by myself anymore. But anyways, then I marked having a little snack picnic with the boys. We had a snack picnic on our driveway while we played with chalk and bubbles. Then below that is where I marked our family walk. I wanted this to be the first thing underneath the day extender. Below that, I used a sticker from Fox and Pip to mark chalk with the boys. All of these kind of tie into each other, but I really wanted to remember all of the little details. Below that, I had cut down this box. It was a 3-bow checklist. I just cut off the bows to have the box, and I wrote that PJ had written on the driveway, "Now I know my ABCs, next went sing with me." And initially I was just amazed that he knew how to spell a lot of these words. He's always writing out all of the alphabet, all these numbers, but to actually see him write the end of the song, it was just really amazing to me, and I was so proud of him. And what was even funnier is he corrected himself, and he ended up crossing things out and putting in the right words. Next to the box, I added a bunny sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. And below this box, I added a quarter box and a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark a Kohl's order arriving. Then I wanted to mark reading a bedtime story for the boys. We normally read books during preschool, and I realized that since we were spending so much time outside and not doing any schoolwork this week, that we weren't reading books, so I still wanted to include that in our day, and the boys really enjoyed that. It was something with PJ that we used to read a book every single night, but now with our schedule, having the boys a bit older and wanting to play with each other all the time, and having my niece in the house and just figuring out a new routine with everything, we definitely have lost the bedtime story in our routine, but hopefully we'll be able to work that back in someday. At the very bottom of this day, I added a family time sticker from Once More with Love. I just remember this evening being so fun, no fighting, everyone was just laughing, and we were all together. Flipping over to Thursday, it was trash day. I cleaned the bathroom, I pre-planned, and it was calendar day. PJ loves changing all the calendars around the house. He has a huge calendar in his room that he just loves changing. So on the first of every month, that is the first thing he does. And this calendar sticker is from White Deer Stationery. Then I used a scallop sticker from Panda Bird Design to mark morning cuddles. I actually changed this out after I finished filming. I just felt like it kind of stood out a little too much and didn't blend in with the colors as much as I'd like. Plus, I still had leftover stickers at the end of the spread, so I decided to just switch it out for one of the stickers. The Morning Cuddles script is from Station Stickers. Then I added a full box, and below that I marked a jog with Jackson using a similar setup to the family walks, but this time I used a shoe sticker from the Pretty Pink Co. And after the previous day, I knew I wasn't wanting to take Jackson and the boys all together anymore, but I did want to work with Jackson more, so I decided to take him on a jog. At first I was just going to take him walking, but I figured if I get some of his energy out, maybe he would do better. On this day, he actually was really good, but that was because we didn't encounter any other dogs. With other people, he could care less for the most part, so it was a pretty good jog with him. Below that, I marked writing a letter. The icon is from Harriet Wright Designs. Then I marked filming in the same way as before in the spread, with the camera sticker from Sticky Bow Babies and the script from Harriet Wright Designs. This one was actually me filming. I think I was doing the Sweet Bean Plan spread. And the last thing for this day was watching Married at First Sight. On Friday, I started with the full box. In the half box, I used a sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. I was really tired this day. I did not sleep well the night before. Then I added a checklist and I wrote that I cleaned Benny's room, sent out a car payment, I wrapped a birthday gift for my nephew, and I went on a grocery run. This script is from Station Stickers. I had a dentist appointment at 3:30 and I used a tooth sticker from Fox and Pip. Below that, I used a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark filling up the eggs with candy. We had a ton of eggs, probably way too many, but I really wanted the kids to have a fun Easter. I had saved up all the eggs from the previous years, so I knew it would be fun for them to do an Easter egg hunt with those. But I definitely bought way too much candy for 3 tiny children. At the very bottom of this day, I marked another jog with Jackson, but this time the shoe sticker is from Planning Like a Pro. This jog was a little more frustrating. We did see quite a few dogs, and even with running, he was still way too excited and eager to play with other dogs. Moving on to the weekend. On Saturday, I started with a half box. I used a family time script from Nikki Plus Three, as well as a bike sticker from White Deer Stationery. This was our first time trying to get the boys to practice riding bikes. It definitely did not go as expected. They kind of hated it, but we knew it was the first step to getting them to learn. Later, I added a little bow sticker to the bike. I had seen this from Rachel at Gathered Plans, and I always think it's adorable when she adds those. I actually don't have these, but I had a sampler, so I was excited to use that. Below that, I added a divider from Sadie Stickers. I wanted something to break up the 2 half boxes since I had a lot of those left by the end of the week. But in that half box, I marked my nephew's birthday parade. I used the car from the kit and added balloons and the cupcake from White Deer Stationery. This was the first birthday party that all of my family was invited to. It was kind of strange seeing everybody, but we were still in our car and kind of waving at everybody. So I did feel a bit more comfortable, especially with the boys being in the car and just waving from a distance to everybody. But it was still kind of cool to see everyone in person. And part of me just really wanted to get out of the car and hug everybody, but I knew it was safer to just stay in the car. Below that, I added another day extender for this day since it was pretty busy. Inside the day extender, we had done a lot of work throughout the day. My husband mowed the lawn. We worked on organizing the garage. We were pulling weeds with the boys, and I spent a lot of time trimming our rose bushes and some of the other bushes in our yard. After the birthday party, we went to Home Depot. My husband wanted to change out the doorknob for our front door, and he also picked up some paint swatches for our front door. But below that, I used the sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that my parents and my sister came over to drop off some Easter baskets for the kids. And I guess this is all kind of out of order, but they knew Easter was going to be a bit busy for us, so they wanted to drop those off a little early. Then in the last half box, I used a paint sticker from Hello Boutique Paper, and I wrote that we changed the doorknob and we chose our new door color. And I also wrote that we had pizza for dinner. On Sunday, I started with a full box, and this is where I added my Happy Easter script from the Glitter Mama. I just felt like this full box was perfect for it, and I tried adding some of the garlands from Sadie Stickers and heart fairy lights from the Giving Girl. Like I mentioned, this is my first time using them, so I wasn't really sure how to lay them down, but I thought this one turned out cute. Then I really wanted to use a lot of the half boxes. That was pretty much what I had left over. So I decided to try to fit in multiple things in each half box. In the first one, I used a bunny sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. I wrote that I woke up early, I tidied up, and we had a family brunch. In the next half box, I used this Polaroid sticker from the Pretty Pink Co. to mark taking pictures. We napped, the kids opened their baskets, and they did an Easter egg hunt. I added this sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. And at the very bottom of the day, I wrote nap then walkie-talkie fun. I guess I didn't realize I had already written nap, but it was kind of out of order from what we did. And clearly I was filming this section a little too late in the evening. I remember staring at this last part of Sunday for quite some time before I even finished filming it. I don't know why it took me so long to figure this part out. I probably should have just added another day extender for Sunday, but I was just trying to get the spread finished so I could go to bed. But that is all for this week and for this double plan with me. I am really excited to be done with these Easter spreads and to feel a little bit more caught up. I have one spread in April that was already finished. It was from the Spring Plan With Me collab. So I have 2 more spreads in April to do. Let me know if you like this double plan with me or if you would just prefer one spread at a time. Was it way too long of a video? I don't know. Let me know in the comment down below. I am really happy with how both of these spreads turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.